social hosting on In the Kitchen with Mary when I was introduced to Oak Stove Kitchens. And these in particular, the Crustless Quiches. Unbelievably flavorful, using the best ingredients. This is a brand out of Atlanta, Georgia that supplies like 5-star hotels and resorts and restaurants, all the white cloth, but they source the most incredible ingredients, now bringing us a bougie quiche, because I always think a quiche just feels a little bougie.
It's good.
But without the crust.
No
so
crust
now
needed.
we're like cutting out all of those carbs, but we're not cutting out on flavor. Now you have your choice of either 8 or 16. And I'm gonna warn you that these have a tendency to sell out all of the time, right, Marie Louise?
Yeah.
So if you wanna pick up 8, you have a choice of flavor, either in the bell pepper or in the ham and potato. If you want to get a 16 count, you can do all 16 in the bell pepper, all 16 in the ham and potato, but in the 16 count only, you can get a combo, which is exactly what you see here, 8 and 8. It's M91089. It is just back in stock. If you pick up the 16 count, by the way, that is a stock up and save of $13. It's sold out, like I told you, since the last time it was on air.
Here's what you need.
That's what I need.
And
I love these so much.
Thinking about Easter brunch and beyond, but a little bit about Oak Stove Kitchen, if I may. Over 35 years in the business, down south, making really great gourmet food for the white tablecloth 5-star restaurants. So what they wanted to be able to do is bring all of that gourmet goodness home to you. Easy to fix. You become the superstar. No getting on a plane to have to get in line at any one of those brunches down there. And everything is locally sourced. It's so incredibly delicious. Let's dive right in.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So this is going to be the ham and potato in here. So what does this start with? Of course, you're going to start with farm fresh eggs. But this is smoky Georgia ham. There are tender russet potatoes in here. You've got like a hash brown potato in here. You have got Swiss and cheddar cheese. And look at this. There is no need for a crust on here. I say save those carbs for my grandma's coffee cake.
There you go. Fair enough. You know, we pick and choose where our carbs and our calories and our sugar goes, but I choose these all of the time.
So
they are savory. They are so satisfying. They're easy to prepare, and they're big. How big are these? 3 1/4 ounces each.
Yeah, they really fill you up, and they're low on carbs, and they're great on protein on here. So this one, look at this. You see, these are all fully cooked, so they arrive to you frozen. You pop them in the oven for about 22 minutes at 350 degrees, and on the inside, they get velvety smooth and custardy. And this one has roasted spring asparagus and bell peppers in here, and you have got Monterey Jack and Gruyere cheese. So when the cheeses get all melty with all the vegetables in there, and then everything locally sourced, those herbs and spices, it is just a mouthful of deliciousness.
It really is.
Good.
Okay, everyone's jumping on the ham and cheese, but if you want the roasted bell pepper or the bell pepper with the asparagus, that one is more limited. Did I get that right, Scotty? Is that what you told me? Only 200 remain in each count, the 8 and the 16. Remember, there is that stock up and save of $13 when you bring these home. Sometimes I'll bake a bunch of these up, and then
so good.
I just take them on the go, and it's just like having a large egg bite, but like so much more premium than anywhere else you're gonna get it.
You know what's really good? Either on Jenny Lee cinnamon bread toasted, or even one of Cliff's Just Bagels. One of these is done, toasted up. You can wrap it up and foil in the go, because remember, in the ham and cheese, for both of these, you've already got the cheese in there, and the cheese really gets oozy and melty, and wrapping that up, and you get that crisp bagel, or you get that crisp cinnamon bread with that quiche. So good.
I love how you get the edges around these, so it's a little like golden brown, but it holds in that custardiness of the egg. These are so delicious. Okay, I'm gonna go in on the, which one is this? The bell pepper.
Yeah, that has been a favorite if you don't want to go with the meat. So you've got vegetables on here, but here we go.
I love it more than anything.
Let's think about Easter time, although we've talked about things you can do outside of Easter time, but look at this. On top of just,
little hollandaise?
Oh my gosh, how great would these be on top of one of Ralph's steaks that he was just on with?
Oh my
now
goodness. That is steak and eggs done right with the culotte and the oak stove.
Make a little bit of hollandaise sauce to go on the top of it on your brunch table. These are so easy to do. In about 22 minutes, they are out of the oven. They're really great if you put them in with something else you're heating up. You could put them in even from frozen at a lower heat in here.
Here's the thing, when we're entertaining, when we have family in town, we plan the big dinners and the, you know, the big family get-togethers, but when it comes to breakfast, I just want to wake up and have it virtually ready. I want to pull something easy out of the freezer and pop it in the oven that you know is going to be like the best of the best. Do we have a ham and cheese? Is this a ham and cheese?
Yep, that's the ham.
I want to try one of
Try
these
one of
ones
those.
too.
Yeah.
I always love to do these with a little hot sauce on top.
And they're just, I don't know how they do it, but they do it. And they're really, they're just so custardy on the inside. It's just smooth and creamy and melty. And
a little smoky with that ham.
if you thaw them out, if anybody's out there going, yeah, but can I microwave this? Well, yes, you can. If you thaw them out perhaps in the refrigerator and pop them into the microwave for about a minute, you always want to be a little careful with eggs. Remember, you're just giving it a nice reheat.
Yep.
In the oven is going to give you those nice crispy edges. In the microwave is going to give you instant satisfaction.
Gosh, I love these so much. I do. Let me remind you of what your choices are, because you have your choice of either an 8 count or a 16 count. With that 16 count, there not only is there a stock up and save, there's also the option to do this as a combo where you don't have to choose. But if you want the 8 count, you do choose a flavor. Whether you want it in the bell pepper that has that asparagus in it, 200 remain in the 8 count, 100 in the 18 count. What was that, Scotty? In the 8 count of the ham and cheese, 100 remain there. So I keep on calling it ham and cheese. It's called ham and potato. I apologize. Now there's also a 16 count where you can do all of a single flavor. You can do all of the bell pepper, last call. You can do all in the ham and potato, 200 remain, or only in the 16 count can you do a combo where you get 8 and 8 and 400 remain. There is, let me just double check, no auto delivery.
There is not.
We like never had this on auto delivery. It's hard to get this in stock.
We did.
When it sells out, it takes a long time for it to, maybe if it's like a big special hot pick or something like that, but it takes a long time to get these back in.
Yeah.
These have been sold out since the last time they were on air, but they are back and better than ever. $11 brings home the 8 count on your Easy Pay. And $18.75 brings home the 17 count on your Easy Pay. It is M91089. Again, the Crustless Quiche. You're never going to make this yourself. It's never going to be this texture. It's never going to be this perfect. It's never going to be this easy.
And you know what? How many of us get a quiche with crust and we dig it out and we leave the crust on the plate? You really don't need it. The way they put this together, they are gourmands down there. They have been doing this for 35 years. They have really perfected what I like to say is the incredible edible egg. Not really original there, but you know, eggs are in the news right now, and we have got a
You
great
know what?
way to
That
serve
is
them.
a good point, Marie-Louise.
Whether you're just going to heat them up for something quick out the door, whether you're going to go a little bit fancier with a hollandaise sauce on top of a steak, these are great on top of a salad. These are a super source of protein and really filling. One is really going to fill you up, and everybody is going to love these for the Easter time brunch. How great is it going to be just to take these out of the freezer? So these are going to arrive to you frozen on dry ice. They're on a little tray.
Yep.
Put them into your freezer. They're always at the ready there. Take out what you need. 350 degrees on a cookie sheet for about 22 minutes. I sort of give it a little wiggle with my finger because you don't want to overcook the eggs.
Yeah.
You want all that cheese
texture
to start wrapping itself around that ham and those cheeses again. Remember, the ham and potato is going to have Swiss and cheddar cheeses in it.
Okay.
And the asparagus has the spring asparagus and the bell peppers, Monterey Jack, and Gruyere cheese.
That's what it is. That's where you get
Eggs
extra
and
richness.
cheese come together, and they're made the right way, and they're melting the right way. They have made it so easy for you.
I love these so much. Literally, Marie-Louise, since day one, I have been in love with these.
You know, the last time we had these on the air, I had a few of these in the car, and I got stuck in traffic. I think I ate like 3 of them. It was like my dinner. It was like a protein punch, but they're just so incredibly delicious the way they put these together.
They're so flavorful, and it's so, like the texture is so unique and stunning. All right, so let me remind you, and Scotty will give me updates, I think. All right, you can do a count of 8 at an Easy Pay of $11. If you pick up the 8 count, you can get all 8 in the bell pepper. 150 remain. You can do all 8 in the ham and potato. 4 dozen remain. No auto delivery. In the 16 count, you can do all 16 in the bell pepper. That's what technical director Bill got. 2 dozen remain there. You can do all 16 in the ham and potato. 150, or only in the 16 count can you do a combo 8 and 8. 300 remain. $18.75 on your Easy Pay. Again, I can't stress this enough. These sell out all of the time. They are just now back in stock. The numbers are already dwindling. It's M91089. Thank you so much. Oh, she's taking a bite.
Good.
I mean, when it's good, it's good, man. It's good, it's good. Thank you. Hey, in case you missed it, in the first hour of our show, we had some Germac for the peanut